Howdy, my name is Jeannelle Stevens. I am currently a college student at Texas A&M, a junior chemistry major, and I will be presenting my first speech today, Self-Introduction. And this is my audience.
Hi.
Hello. As preparing my speech today, I couldn't really think about what I was going to talk about, and I texted my freshman roommate, Caroline, and I was asking her, do you have any funny memories from freshman year? And she actually had 5 of them. I narrowed it down to Evan's library, and we were actually studying science or chemistry along those lines. And I had like something in my throat. I walk up and I just belch, full-blown belch. And everyone stared and looked up. It was me and her went back to the table and just laughed. It was a really good time. But hopefully you learned today a little bit more about me, like where I'm from, what I like to do with hobbies, and what I want to do hopefully in the future. I was born in Pensacola, Florida. I moved to Alabama for 2 years after that, and then we moved to Louisiana for 6 years, and that's where I did my childhood. Played softball, swimming, volleyball, anything you can name it, did everything, anything. My dad was a big fisherman, so we did a lot of fishing trips along intercoastal line, and it was a big decision maker with my family if I should go to LSU or A&M, but I made the right decision of going to A&M. Growing up, I didn't really have the most normal pets. I had actually a blue crawfish, and funny stories, it actually escaped into Dad's closet and got stepped on. Mom tried to preserve it. The dog ate it, so didn't really have a pet crawfish anymore. After Louisiana, we moved to North Carolina. New Bern, home of Pensacola was where I was born, and small town, retirement home. I had the best barbecue you could ever have. It was pulled pork with vinegar. They actually hold the Guinness World Records for the biggest barbecue sandwich, and didn't have Bluebell anymore. Bluebell was gone, and very sad. After they actually told me in Disney World that we were actually moving to Texas, and it wasn't the greatest trip to Disney World. But I'm glad I moved to Texas. Got to do tennis, do other things. Got to go to A&M. Never thought in North Carolina I'd be in Texas or anywhere other than there. In high school, I played tennis. I did varsity for 4 years. Played singles, doubles. Absolutely loved it. And I did tutoring as a job for school. I did math mainly, and when I got to college, I didn't really like math anymore. And currently, I live in College Station with my big in the sorority, best friends. Really nice. I study a lot. Not too much else. I actually craft a lot. That's the main passion. My mom's an artist, so I am my mother's child. My dad's an engineer, and hopefully, as a life goal, I hope to do biking, 100K, something along those lines, to maybe from Beaumont to Austin or something like that. And what's nice about tennis is that you can always play it throughout your whole life. And one of my friends in physics, her name was Victoria. We actually played a tournament in Austin, and we only played like maybe once or twice a week. But when we got to that tournament, we actually lost really bad to these 50-year-old women who've been playing for 13 years. But it was a good time and everything like that. Got to eat at Hot Dottie. But currently, chemistry major. I just got accepted to do research with my OChem professor for next year, something in the biochem field. And people always ask me, what do you want to do with chemistry? Like, do you want to be a mad scientist? Do you want to go to grad school? And usually I tell them pharmacy, or I kind of throw them off and tell them I want to sell drugs legally. But medicine has always been interesting. Like, for example, ibuprofen. Only half of the actual ibuprofen, it actually works. The other one is the inactive ingredient. And my OChem professor, I remember sophomore year, told me that diamonds are not forever. It actually favors to go to carbon. It's not forever. But anyway, later I hope to raise a family with 2 kids, grow up, retire probably in a beach area, something along those lines. But hopefully y'all learned a little bit more about me, about where I'm from, moved a lot. I enjoy chemistry. I love to be outdoors, play tennis, bike, and all of that. Thanks for coming.